the electrolyte, the direct, electrolytic, do you know what? Those other capacitors with two legs sticking out. I like to make my beard look white. Yeah. Welcome back. Guess what I got? You ready for this? Boop! Yep, another one for collection. I did say back I was going to get an Amiga. I thought about a 500. And somebody said, why don't you just get the 32? It's a console. Yeah, why don't I? Yeah. So, let's test it. I didn't get that on its own. With that Amiga mouse. Yeah. Which is handy for some games. I can afford it, but I ain't got that anymore. Now I had to buy, it didn't come with a controller, so I had to buy a controller. I got it for 25 quid because it was broken. Yeah, that's not the only problem with it. Can you see? It's a new way of retrobrighting. Sanded down my sandpaper. Guess it worked. You sort of like, didn't want to sand the name off, so we went round it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that actually. Because it's been sanded, so I might have to spray it. I'll have to think about that. I'm not doing anything extravagant in this, well, not in this video. Tonight, in this part of the video. So if my manly vest changes, probably because it's the next day. Let's test this. Nasty scratch on the screen. In fact, it feels like a chip. Where's the power switch gone? That's there. It's on. Got load screen. Yeah. And it's in colour. Sweet. Yeah. Well, that's a first. Never bought Amiga CD, what works. Long enough to spend hours on it, making it work. Let's try the controller. Yeah, I've got some games as well. Not fantastic. Liberation, the usual suspects. Game's massive. PD games, public domain. Or a CD32 game. It's a magazine. Cover disc. Birds just flew into the window. How'd that work for you? Tweety pie. Yeah. So we got putty. Yep. Never get into that. Arcade pull. Oh, this is that. Yeah. If you get this, there's no name on it. Because it's microcosm. One of the worst games out. Yeah. Brilliant intro. The game's just rubbish. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's on the side there. Yeah. Oh, Subwar 2050. No cover though. And a printed back label. Saber Team. Never played that. After I look at that, I've never played Saber Team. Yeah. Let's test it then, shall we? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, test it with pull. Grab over there. See if this CD works. Oh. Okay. I need a new case. Yeah. Yeah. Some better days, but white. Yeah, there we go. CD spin. Yeah, this should disappear. No, this should disappear. Like that. And then that should go off. Hopefully. There you go. Yeah. I'm sure it's supposed to play sound of people chit chatting in the background. Why isn't it playing sound? They should play like being sat in the pub, like chit chatting in the background. Normally women. Yeah, we know what the CPU is. AGA 020 enhanced. On. That. Yeah. Cool. That works. Now I will be opening this up. Yeah. Just to check all the capacitors on there. There's two capacitors for the audio, and the back to front on the board. And most people say, oh, you've got to swap them over. So you don't have to. If it's working, just leave it. Make some odds to it. Ah, mouse. Aha. He plays with the mouse too. Sweet. Oh, play for that. No, we don't need to see that. So that works. Cool. We did have some jewel cases. What have I done with them? That can wait till later. Right, power it off, give it a clean first before we start work on it. Yeah, I think that's a crack. No, you can't even see it, can you? You can see it that way. You see it there? There's a crack. Yeah, I can't fix that. Right, first thing first, IPA. Let's give it a wash. One of my tattoo clients has got one of these. We were having a tube mac the other week about my games room collection and stuff. He said he's got one of these, it's broke. I said I can have it if I want it. Sweet. What's wrong with it then? Do you know? Yeah, no volume. What do you mean? No volume? Well, you put it on and it's just constantly loud. You can't adjust the volume on it. It's been using that to try and lower the volume. It's like, yeah, try your remote on your TV. That's for headphones. Yeah. I need to say, he didn't want to give me after that. Me and my big mouth. That made me chuckle. Specsavers. Oh. Somebody's had it open. There's already a screw missing. Yeah. Let's get that off first. Right. Then we open it. When you open it to the CD side, like that. Because you've got that ribbon there. And this cable there, plugged in here. That you probably can't see. So yeah. So that cable is plugged into that socket there. You can just pull that. This ribbon, it's not just a push fit, it's a drop in and then push down. I can't remember what they call them there. So to get to it's the exact same as what's on the Amiga 500, Amiga 6 and 1200. That's one. There. Got it. So you see that there? And that, as it lifts up, you've got to lift that up before you take the ribbon out. Don't try and pull the ribbon out because you won't do any favours. Let's zoom you out. First thing first, it's full of cobwebs. So I don't know why they've had it open. They ain't cleaned it. Get off me, cobweb. Take the shield off. You have to undo all these little tabs. And generally, I don't put these back on. It's an RF shield. I mean, nobody uses RF anymore. Not having it on makes it no difference to composite or SCART, wherever. Makes no difference. Only to RF, and it don't really make a difference then either. But because this is going in the collection, I'm going to try and keep a hole, so I'll put this back on. There we go. The inside of an Amiga, the inside of a CD32. Yeah. Looks quite clean. Let's check these capacitors. So again, when you're checking capacitors, surface mounts or anything like that, the surface. Ooh. Oh, right. Straight away. You know that? See these two capacitors here? These are your volume, audio, which are back to front. Remember I said at the beginning of the video? It's these two. That one's leaking. Well, just started. See? So that'll be next. So we're going to have to change them. And I don't know if I've got any 10 volts, what are they, 1000 farad. Oh god, where's me yeah. Bit of job trying to find the bloody things. I can't remember where I put them. Right, let's check all the surface mounts first. So, again, when you're checking surface mount, you're looking for dullness on the solder joints, solder points, either side, one positive, one negative. If the solder's like not shiny, if it's dull grey, looks horrible, fluffy, yeah, it means the capacitor's probably leaked. Or if you look around it, if it looks like it's got a bit of earwax, ring earwax around it, yeah, it's leaked. That's what you're looking for. Nope, all's good. All's good on that. Let's spray the board. There, nice clean board. Right. I think this is screwed in, is it? No, it's not. I haven't touched the soldering iron for about 3 months. Where are you? There. Now, before I go replacing them, make sure I've got. Where's my capacitors? Here we are. Yeah. I've got a 16 volts. Right, I ain't got a 10 volt, I've got a 16 volt, so I'm using 16 volt. It don't make any difference, so yeah, don't worry about that bit. It's not going to blow it up. You don't quote me on that though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take both, get rid of both of them on here, and then flip the polarity around. These are electrolytic capacitors, these two. And then all the rest are surface mount, apart from one more, where there's one somewhere hiding there. That's for the composite. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Because these capacitors don't have sell-by dates on, they're fine. Yeah. So what we're looking for, these two here, if you can see them, two little solder joints and capacitors under there. and a bit of fresh solder. Into the other one. Don't force it. So what I did, just kept on adding solder until it loosened off and let go. Oh. Right, let's just clean that. Flip it over. Right, so if you see a grey mark here, which is your negative of your capacitor, that should be positive. So that grey band should be facing the back of the system, which this side. This one, the grey band was facing across this way, it should be facing this way. They all should point to that. Now, this is a 16 volt, like I said, we took a 12 volt off, took 10 volt off, and this is a 16 volt, 1000 farad. Now it doesn't matter about the voltage, that's its storage voltage, so it'll store 16 volts, but it won't output 16 volts, it'll only output what the system requests. So it's quite safe to go up on voltage, but don't go too high. Obviously don't put a 50 volt in there, one it won't bloody fit anyway, but yeah. So negative on the in, even though the board says positive, straight through. So now it looks like that, pointing inwards rather than that pointing out. Yeah? It's hanging on like a, oh, there you go. It was hanging on for dear life, that one. So you've still got the two pads. That's what you've got to be careful of, lifting the pads. Applying too much heat for too long will lift the pads. Trying to force it out of its socket will lift the pads. So you just got to be careful. Now, let's test it. No, I don't need that to test it. I can test it without that. Right. Now, if you've done everything correctly, you shouldn't go bang. Yeah, so we'll see. You don't need the CD and everything connected for it to boot. There you go. Good for another 30 years now. Yeah, 1993. Amiga CD32. I've got to stop saying Amiga at the beginning of it. I know it is, but it's long-winded. That's it, future-proofed. That's all you need to do with your capacitors. You don't really need to do that. Well, you do if they're leaking. But. So, now I'm going to put it back together. Right, ready? Ready for this? What did they say in Tekken? Oh yeah, Ready? Fight! Sorry, Jaguar. Don't turn off. It was fully working, apart from the games cartridges weren't working. And believe it or not, it was the exact same problem as what with the SNES and the NES. All the same problems. When I was a kid, just blowing into them. Which one's the better looking? Yeah. This one, of course. It's sleek fins. And it's 64-bit. Well, it's not. 32-bit sound and 32-bit graphics. 64-bit. They weren't lying. Sorry, Jaguar, it says 64-bit. It's not, it's 32-bit. It's like the Amiga CD32. 32-bit. 32-bit graphics and sound together. This Atari Jaguar did two separate chips. 32-bit for the sound, 32-bit for the graphics. And then they called it a 64-bit. But it's not. First 64-bit console. So you'll get to see this in another video. Yeah, you'll get to see this in another. Yeah. So you'll get to see this in another video. Yeah. Just waiting for a cable to come for it. It only runs on RF. Only runs on RF in a minute. Brilliant. So it'll be connecting here to get a composite cable, plugs in here, believe it or not. It goes into the TV. Right. It's getting a bit late now, so what I'm going to do is change my vest and then carry on fixing the controller. What I'm really going to do is turn everything off, go downstairs and have a cold beer and watch film. See you in a couple of ticks. Right, next day. Yeah, put the light on. That's better. Ish. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do with this actually. Sandpaper in it. I don't know at what point he thought that would get rid of it, but oh, that's smooth. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't rub off all the little icons on there. He's had a bloody good go. I don't think the hot air gun's going to work on this, but we'll have a check. If it's lightly scratched and you're careful, you can gently with a hot air gun. Don't have it too hot though, and it's gently, you're not cooking it. If you leave it on there too long it'll blister. But the theory is it melts that tiny little hairline scratch so quickly it disappears. Like dashboards and cars and stuff, that's how we used to repair them. But yeah, not sure about this. Have a quick go, see what happens. Oh, it's got rid of the discoloration. I don't know if you can see. That's the one we just done. But if you look on there, see all the white marks on there? Well, that was the same a second ago. So we'll do that side. So remember that in your head. Yeah. We'll try that. Yeah. There you go. You see it? All gone. This is the bit I want to get rid of because it looks awful. I think that's too far gone, but we'll have a go. You see where I've just done the A? Yeah. Alright. So watch this. Oh, watch this bit here as we do it. See it? You have to be really quick and careful with it. Too long and you'll just bubble it. There you go. Bad, eh? I could do with a spraying of lacquer, a clear coat. That's in. Oh, that's so far down. Yeah. Do a clear coat over it now. Yeah. 100 times better. If by the power of Grayskull, well, Amazon. It's gonna be a bit dark in it. Did it? You see? Scratches. Gone. Oh. Not bad, eh? I couldn't quite tried retro buying it, but yeah, I kind of knew it wouldn't. Yeah, so little mark there. Yeah, that's what happens if you overheat it. Yeah. The rest of it turned out nice. Yeah. See, all the scratch marks are gone. And that whitey bit around the eye, all gone. Just the annoying bit now. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Just a little another one to add to the collection. So if you do go and get yourself a CD32, remember check your capacitors. If they're not all crusty and they're not dulled, just leave them alone. Don't need to replace them. The electrolytic do you know what? Those other capacitors with two legs sticking out, check the tops of them. If they're humped, little raised up, they're on the way out. You see like here wax, yeah, they're on the way out. Replace them too, and don't forget, turn the polarities round so negative is put into the back of the machine. And that, you're good to go. It's a simple job, don't be scared of it. Now we've got a controller, 25 quid. Instead of 75 quid on eBay. You're right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you think, give us a thumbs up or down. Don't forget to tickle the old subscription. Don't cost out. And I'll see you next time with a Jaguar. Cheers. See ya.